Hey traders, did you know that you can negotiate your commission? Well, if you did not know that, now you know that you can. So let's look at my commission journey over the last several years. So my broker, when I first started out trading, they charged a flat $6.95 per trade plus another 75 cents per contract. So back then, it was pretty expensive. Even to put on one contract, you're paying over $7.70 just to do one contract. So at some point, I don't recall how long I've been trading with them, but I found out that you could actually negotiate commissions. So I negotiated where they did away with the trade charge of $6.95 and they put me on just a per contract basis. Now they increased it to $1.50 per contract, but that still worked out cheaper for me because now I'm paying $1.50 per contract versus the $7.70 I was paying when they had that trade charge. And then I would try to every year negotiate my commission. Sometimes they would deny it, and then I would try again maybe 6 months later. But eventually I was able to get them down to $1.25 per contract, and then I got them down to $1 per contract. So those first few negotiations were pretty tough. Like I said, I would get denied a few times when I would ask, but I kept trying because there's no harm in asking for them to lower your commission. And then what really made a difference was when other brokers started coming on the scene who had better commissions. For example, with Tastyworks, with their commission structure, if we look at them real quick, you can see that Tastyworks for options, it's $1 per contract to open a trade and it's $0 to close it. So the equivalent of that would be, for my broker, 50 cents to open and 50 cents to close. So when I saw Tastytrade come out with this commission structure, I was debating on actually switching to Tastyworks because that would have been a pretty big reduction in my commissions because I was at $1 to open and $1 to close. So then I was able to negotiate down to 50 cents per contract because I threatened to move to Tastyworks. I told my broker, TD Ameritrade, you're going to have to give me something equivalent to what Tastyworks is offering or else I'm going to move my account. I probably would not have actually moved my account because I had been with TD Ameritrade for a long time. But I was just using that kind of as a bargaining chip, and it worked because they did drop me down to 50 cents per contract. And then last year, I was able to get them down to 40 cents a contract because TD Ameritrade changed their commission structure to 65 cents per contract for all options. So anyone who opened a new account before, they would have gotten the $6.95 trade charge plus 75 cents per contract because that was their commission structure for several years. But now anyone who opens a new account with them, they don't have that trade charge anymore. It's just a flat 65 cents per contract. So it took me several years to negotiate down to 50 cents, and now any new trader can get pretty close to what I'm already getting at 50 cents. So I thought that would be an opportunity for me to try to renegotiate again last year and get down to 40 cents, and I was able to get them down to 40 cents per contract. So that's where I'm sitting right now. The lowest commission I've seen any trader mention with TD Ameritrade is 30 cents per contract. So I'm going to try to negotiate down to that at some point. But it makes a huge difference. I mean, when I was at $1 per contract, I believe that was in 2017, I was at $1 per contract when I had that 200% return. And I did a ton of trading that year. And I want to say my commissions that year were around close to $15,000. So it was a big commission fee for me. And then when I got down to 50 cents, if I were to trade that same exact number of contracts, that was a huge savings in my commission. I would have dropped from 15,000 down to around 7,500. And even now at 40 cents, that may not seem like a big difference between 50 and 40 cents. But for every 10,000 contracts I trade, I'm saving myself $1,000 by being at 40 cents now. And I think I've already traded around 8,000 contracts so far this year. So on this pace, I'll definitely do over 10,000 this year. And again, it's, I do 10 contracts per trade. So I get charged on those 10 contracts when I open the position, and I get charged on those 10 contracts when I close the position. The only exception to that is with TD Ameritrade, if you close your position and the option is worth less than 5 cents, they actually do not charge you commission for that. But a lot of the times, as you've seen from my trades, I'm closing mine out around 8 cents, 9 cents. So I am getting charged commission on that. But for the ones that I do get to close below 5 cents, they waive the commission. This is definitely something I think you guys should look into if you haven't already tried to lower your commission. Even if you don't trade with TD Ameritrade, I'm assuming most brokers will negotiate with you. So how to get it lowered? So the first thing is contact your broker support via online chat or phone. For my broker, I find that chat works best. There were a few times I tried to call in and speak to someone about it, and I got denied those couple times. So I've always done it over online chat since then and feel like I've had better luck that way. So with my broker, if we go into the app, you can see in the top right, there's a tab for support chat. This also exists in the mobile app as well. So I normally would do this in the mobile app since that's typical where I'm doing my trading, but I'm just showing you here because I'm logged into the desktop app now. When you click on that, then you can create a support request. You have to select which department you want to send the request to. You can do general support or trade desk. I would normally do general support. Trade desk is more if I have a question about a specific trade that I have on. So I would click general support. Then you would have a subject, and I would just put the subject something like requesting to lower my commission. And then in the body of the message, you can actually submit your request. And then you would hit create request. And they would get back to you in a few hours to let you know the decision. Sometimes they will say, we need to review your account and may get back to you in 3 to 5 business days, but they will eventually get back to you with what they decided on. So the next one I have is, instead of asking, can I have my commission lowered, ask for the specific amount you want. And the reason I say this is one time I think I messaged them and said, can I have my commission lowered? And they lowered it from maybe it was $1.50 to $1.25. But then I had a friend who went in and specifically said, will you lower my commission to $1? And they did lower it to $1 for her. And she'd only been trading for a couple years. And so it kind of aggravated me because I've been with TD Ameritrade since 2007 or 2008. So I've been with them for a long time, and it was just frustrating to me that she got a better commission than I did. But it was because she specifically asked for what she wanted. I just said, can you lower my commission? And of course, they're going to just lower it by a small amount. So here are some examples I would suggest using and that I've used before when asking for my commission to be lowered. Something like, I saw in a TD Ameritrade Facebook group, users saying they had their commission lowered to 50 cents a contract. I would like mine lowered to 50 cents as well. So again, just reiterating to them that they've provided this for other people. Why can't you provide me the same commission? Or similarly to the one I used when I got them down to match Tastyworks, you could say something like, E-Trade offers 50 cents a contract for 30 trades per quarter. I'm doing significantly more trades than that per quarter. If you can't drop my commission to 50 cents, I'm moving my account to E-Trade. So I was looking at some other brokers' commission structure, and I pulled up E-Trade's, and you can see theirs is 65 cents per contract, which matches what my broker is. TD Ameritrade is now 65 cents per contract, but you can see they drop it down to 50 cents a contract with 30 or more trades per quarter. So that's actually really good. So they give you a volume discount. Basically, the more you trade, the less your commission is going to be. So I would use this as a negotiating tactic. Like I said, you could use E-Trade or you could use Tastyworks. Really, any broker that has a better commission structure than your broker, use them as a negotiation tactic and make it like you're going to move your account to that other broker if they can't give you a similar commission. Now, granted, if you just opened your account with your broker or you haven't been with them very long, you probably aren't going to be able to really use that tactic because they're going to be like, I don't really care if you move your account over. But if you've been with your broker for, a little bit, a couple years maybe, or you have a decent account size with them that they would hate to lose, it's worth using that excuse that you're going to move your account even if you don't really intend to. So those are just two examples just to show you kind of what I would typically use when I'm trying to get my commission lowered. If they deny your request, usually they will come back with a counter. If not, ask them what's the best they can do. So sometimes I may say, hey, can you give me 40 cents per contract? They may come back and say, no, but I can give you 50 cents a contract, right? So they're still helping you out, but they're not going to give you what you requested, but they do come back with a alternative commission structure. But if they don't, if they just come back and say you've been denied, your request has been denied, ask them, okay, what's the best that you can do? If you can't do 40 cents, is there something else you can do better than my current commission structure? And sometimes they will give you something, or sometimes they may say, no, we need to see you trade for another 6 months, or we need to see that you're going to trade at least X number of contracts per month before we will consider lowering your commission. If denied, try again in 6 months. So if you get denied 6 months later, ask again. There's no harm in continuing to ask for them to lower your commission. Like I said, I typically do it once a year. When I think about it, I'll just go in and say, hey, can you lower my commission? And most of the time, they've been able to accommodate me. Don't let a small account size or just starting your trading journey stop you from asking. So you may think, I've only got a $5,000 account, or I've only been trading for 6 months. They probably won't do it, so I won't bother asking. Just ask. Like I said, it doesn't hurt to ask, and you'd be surprised sometimes what they may do for you. I have a friend that I mentioned earlier. She's been trading now about 3 years, and she was able to get her account down to 50 cents per contract the same time I got mine down to 50 cents per contract, and I've been with them much longer. So you never know. Like I said, I've seen people who are just starting out trading and able to get their commission lowered. You may not be able to get it lowered to my commission structure of 40 cents, but you probably can get it better than what they're offering to the general public when they open an account. So again, don't let your account size or you just starting out stop you from asking. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you guys actually were able to negotiate your commission down. I'd be curious to hear how much you were able to get them to drop a commission. And at least that will help you guys save a little bit of money as you're putting on your trades. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.